I'm an American who just gave birth in Thailand. Let me show you everything the hospital gifted me and baby girl right before we left.
The healthcare, is it okay?
Yeah.
I mean, the healthcare is the best in the world in Thailand. In the world. Best healthcare.
Patong Hospital experience and cost. This past week, I spent about 36 hours in Patong Hospital, which is a public hospital located in Phuket, Thailand.
Welcome to Thai Tik Tok with Taz. I'm Taz. We're in my balcony in Pattaya, Thailand. Beach Road, Pattaya Bay, Central Pattaya. We're going to go over some TikToks looking at the healthcare system in Thailand. Is it any good? Has anyone ever used it? Is it overrated? Is it underrated? We'll take a look at all of it. I've had some personal experience with the hospital system here in Thailand, and I'll get into some of my personal story with that. But for now, we'll go ahead and look at some TikToks and see what we can learn.
I'm never going to the doctor in the US again after this viral health checkup in Thailand. Just wait till you see what I paid for what would have cost over $10,000 in the United States. I saved thousands of dollars on this insanely comprehensive checkup with same-day results. This is my second year doing this in Thailand, and this year I found a place where it cost even less. I arrived at the hospital, which felt more like a luxury hotel than a hospital. Everything was clean, modern, and really well organized. The process started with a vitals check, followed by a full blood work panel, an EKG to check my heart, a chest x-ray, and even an abdominal ultrasound. They gave you a voucher for lunch while I waited to discuss the same-day results with the doctor, who spoke perfect English.
Wow, your English is very good.
Now, the total cost for all of this was only 10,500 baht, which is about $330 US. Even if you came to Thailand and paid full price for the flight, it would still be an incredible deal. No need to worry about the flight costs, because I use points to get here in business class.
I'll say this, all the doctors I dealt with my hospital experience and most of the nurses that I can recall did speak very good English. That was comforting in itself. So you don't have to worry about what I'm going to do. I don't speak Thai. How are they going to understand what's wrong with me? Most of the ones that I met in my experience did speak English very well, fluently. So English, if you speak English, it's not going to be a problem communicating with your doctor or your nurse.
The healthcare, is it okay?
Yeah.
I mean, the healthcare is the best in the world in Thailand. In the world. Best healthcare in the world, period. There is no better healthcare than in Thailand.
The best, Jerry. The best.
Also for the Thai people. There are government hospitals everywhere, which are great, which are better than most hospitals in the world. And then there are the private ones, which are fantastic, which are like 7-star hotels, right?
That's fancy.
It's just the best. And what I like here, when I had some problems, in the beginning, I remember I go everywhere, and then most of the time when I went to other countries, say, oh, you're going to be dead within 3 weeks or a few months. And
Jesus Christ.
you have to have this operation, and in Thailand, he said, oh, you can have this one or maybe this one, but you could also try this and this and this and this and this. It's up to you, sir. What do you want? You have a choice here.
I wanted to research this public healthcare ranking for Thailand. So I did the research, and he is correct. Well, actually, this year, Thailand moved up to number 8, and the U.S. dropped, I think, 2 or 3 spots down to number 40 on the list. And the prices you pay for American healthcare compared to what you get for a fraction of the price here, it's really astronomical. It's really crazy, and it really makes you think about what do we have going on with the healthcare system in America.
Gentlemen, you have a choice.
How much is a comprehensive full-body health checkup here in Thailand? Well, today I'm going to find out. When I first moved to Thailand, I had minor surgery after only 2 weeks, and I was pleasantly surprised by the private hospitals and just how modern they are. And the team here at Samiti Waisi Raja were really friendly and put me at ease immediately. They also have packages to suit everybody's needs and budget, so you don't need to worry about breaking the bank. But I opted for the diamond package as it's really comprehensive. Just look at all the checks that are included. We started by checking my vital signs, and then I did a urine test to check my kidney and liver functions, followed by a blood test which will be used to check a whole range of things, including a prostate prostate-specific antigen, which all of us men should be aware of and checking. Next up, I was shown to the chest x-ray, followed by a whole abdomen ultrasound and a bone density scan. And the whole process had been so chill, I almost fell asleep here. To check my heart, we did an EKG and an exercise stress test. The site check confirmed I had 20/20 vision, but I was concerned about the hearing check because both my nan and dad are deaf as a doorpost. Hopefully they don't read the captions.
What's going on? Why am I losing this? Why don't I have sound?
All the tests did take a few hours, but the entire experience has been much more relaxed than I anticipated. It was also very refreshing to be able to spend time with the doctor and understand what all the results actually mean for my health.
I'm a tall doctor with fantastic hair and a British accent. I didn't even need to be this attractive.
Okay, and limit beer.
Yeah. So in short, I'm healthy, but I'm just a little bit fat.
Yeah.
The health checkup packages start at just 2,590 baht, with the most comprehensive being just under 19,000 baht.
Thailand's healthcare system is the reason I stopped worrying about getting older. When I moved to Thailand, I didn't really have any expectations about the healthcare system, other than I kind of thought it would be cheaper than living in the US. I did a little research and looked at the global healthcare rankings for countries around the world and found that Thailand ranked number 9, the US ranked 38th, even though the US was number 1 in spending per capita.
God damn.
My first experience with Thai healthcare included a trip to the ER for what I thought maybe was a cardiac problem. Well, all that emergency care, cardiologist visit, stress test, medications, all included less than $500 US. Great first experience from the Thailand healthcare system.
Damn good job. Damn good, bloody good, damn good job.
If you want to compare that cost to the US, what's an ER visit start at in America? You certainly would not have gone into an emergency room, said the magic words, "I'm having chest pains," and walked away with a bill of under $500 and had everything taken care of in one visit. The healthcare system here makes healthcare convenient. You don't have to worry about having a primary care physician, their office hours, getting referrals for specialists. When you need something done, you just head to the hospital, walk into the emergency room or the check-in desk and tell them what you need. And you...
Come on, man. That's too easy.
The healthcare is very convenient, even with my medical emergency. I was in and out, not out, but in to see the doctor very quickly. Clinics, you walk in, you don't have to make an appointment for dental work or visits. It seems like you can walk in most places and be seen within 20 minutes to 30 minutes. So compare that to what you experience in the West, or particularly in America, where you have to wait 3 months, 6 months sometimes for an appointment. But that's another big difference in the healthcare system here.
Get it taken care of, usually the same day.
The health prices really are unbelievable, and until you experience it, you can take people's word for it, but it is very good. I had a situation where out of nowhere, I had bleeding on my brain, and I went to the doctor. They had a CAT scan, I think an MRI. I had a bunch of test runs, and they came back with a CAT scan and saying, "This is very serious. You're going to need surgery very soon." So my doctor sent me down to the finance department. And I spoke with him, and he ran his numbers and came back, and it was going to be 800,000 baht to complete the surgery and the procedure and the hospital stay and everything. And that blew me away, because that was going to be a good chunk of what I had come here on if I had to take care of that, which of course you have to take care of that. There's no choice in that matter. So I went back up they took me back up to the surgeon that was going to do the surgery, and I explained the situation. And he was like, "Do this. Tuesday, I'll be out at the public hospital in Sriracha, which is about 30 minutes outside of Thailand, and meet me there. I'll book you in there, and we'll do the surgery there. And it'll cost anywhere between 80 and 90,000 baht. So 10 times less just for going to the public hospital." And I couldn't thank him more, because he really saved me at that point. And I'm so glad I ran into him, because if it was a doctor that didn't do surgeries at that hospital, I don't know what I would have done. So I was very blessed in that situation. But the public hospitals are fantastic. There's nothing to worry about. It's not a big, huge step down from the private hospitals. All the hospitals that I've encountered in clinics are very nice, clean, and well kept, and staffed with great people.
They said, "You can't trust hospitals in Thailand," and told me not to do it.
And Marissa...
Don't do it. My throat's dry, I'm sorry.
Friends, family, everyone. But then something happened. I got an ear infection. No appointment. No insurance. I walked into this place called Bumrungrad International Hospital. Looked like a luxury hotel. Got checked in within 2 minutes. 20 minutes later, the doctor tells me, "This is bad.
This ain't no joke. This is dead serious.
You need surgery now." I'm thinking, wait, what? Like today? She goes, "No, I mean right now." 10 minutes later, I'm in surgery. Another 15 minutes, I'm in recovery. They give me my meds. I walk downstairs, and here comes the plot twist. The entire bill was $150. Yes, 150.
Deal.
Now compare that to what would have happened in the US. Weeks of waiting, multiple appointments, and over $1,500 out of pocket. Same exact procedure, 10 times the cost, 10 times the stress.
Brother,
So yeah, next time you hear someone trash healthcare overseas, ask them if they've actually tried it.
Here's what I don't understand about this story. So he goes in and he has an ear infection, or so he thinks, and they tell him he needs immediate surgery, like right now surgery, and he has it and he's in recovery 15 minutes later. So I can't figure out what the emergency, what's so urgent about something that they took care of in 15 minutes. It was really bugging me since I came across this clip. I don't know if he had something living in his ear or something. I don't know. It sounds like something maybe got extracted with the invasive surgery, but it would just make me stop and think when I heard it 15 minutes later he was in recovery. What do you think it was? Put it down in the comments.
What and how do we do for healthcare around the world? We live in Thailand now and people ask us all the time, well, what are you going to do away from the NHS? People think that the NHS is free in the UK and that we're bad for stepping away from that. One, the NHS is not free. The taxpayer gets hammered to fund that system.
Taxes! Taxes! Beautiful, lovely taxes!
Two, out here in Thailand, we use private healthcare. So we've just come to the dentist today and we've all had different treatments. I got a checkup and a full hygienist clean for about £21. Emma got the same and Tilly got an extraction. And the whole lot, including everything, including x-rays, the full works cost us £84 as a family to go to the dentist and have all that work done. So if you were interested in how it is for us as a family living out in Thailand, that's what we're paying. We're paying for a service that comes with a smile. We choose our time to come to the doctors or the dentist and we just walk in. Yes, we're paying for it privately, but we are not paying the tax system in the UK.
I have a joke for you.
Okay.
The government in this town is excellent and uses your tax dollars efficiently.
That's not really a joke.
I disagree. I find it hilarious.
So for us, this suits us a lot better. Let us know what you think.
Crazy to think there are some places in the world where you can get a family of four can get their dental work done for under $200. It makes no sense, but it makes perfect sense. But I guess it all depends on where you come from. But it's truly unbelievable.
In the hospital. The hospital in Thailand is like nothing I've ever seen. Look how comfortable the chairs in the waiting area are. And this guy, he's playing a piano while you wait to see your doctor. The floors are absolutely pristine. The outfits everybody's wearing are perfectly matched and pressed complete. And the staircases are grand, like a huge resort. Even going into the heart center, I saw beautiful chandeliers as you enter the lobby.
Whoa!
This place is absolutely astonishing. I am out safe and sound now, but I spent in and out 2 days in that hospital. And when it came time to pay the bill, I had no Thai insurance.
Let me know in the chat, do you come or do you stay in Thailand without travel insurance or any kind of health insurance? I'm just curious to know, because there are two schools of thought that the premiums you pay, say in a year and nothing serious happens, sometimes is more than you would pay out of pocket if something did happen to you. So people weigh that balance. To me, if you're not going to be out and about in the jungles or on the motorbikes or motorcycles and doing that kind of stuff, and with the risk of being in a serious accident, I'm including riding on the back of grab bikes, the taxi services here. I don't know. It would be your call. Probably safer to do it if you have the means to do it to get the health insurance, but it's not a panic issue unless something drastically, seriously goes wrong or catastrophic happens. The minor things in life, it's not as bad as it would be probably from where you're coming from. So just keep that in mind. And also, that is my opinion.
So I was a little hesitant, especially considering how beautiful this place was. Bill came to me, I had to pay it cash. The total, I'm talking ultrasounds, blood work, everything, $350 US. What is wrong with our system back home? How can this possibly be?
That's what I did notice almost immediately when I walked into the hospital was the nurses still wear the hats, and that was strange to see. It was comforting to see for some weird reason, because I don't know if I ever recall a hospital experience in America where they still wore the hats. That seems like a very long time ago in America, but not here. They still wear them. The uniforms clean, and they wear the skirts, and it really makes you feel comforted, like it's old school, but with the new technology and the customer service. Great experience, but it is added to the experience for me was the hats. It was cool to see.
I'm an American who just gave birth in Thailand. Let me show you everything the hospital gifted me and baby girl right before we left. This is everything. First up, we got a little care package. The picture of me and baby girl right after they cut me open. Let's open it up. So we've got a cute little beanie, that socks, shoes, headbands, stuffed animals, a swaddle, and this cute little dress. How adorable is that? Gifted us her own little luggage. It says born at Samudra Bay, which is her hospital here in Bangkok, Thailand. We also got this bag full of goodies, so let's open it up. Full size baby lotions, baby wash, detergents, baby soap to clean the bottles, diapers, more. Are you kidding me? Diapers, breast milk storage bags, baby wipes, nursing pads, some creams, cotton pads, a little bag, a stuffed animal, a swaddle with the hospital logo, this cute little container with everything that I need to take care of her. This is a little glove for me to put on when I'm giving her a bath so that she doesn't slip out of my hands. This adorable onesie. And they even gifted me this breastfeeding pillow, so I didn't even need to go buy one.
Pretty good.
This was so different than my first experience giving birth in America. After my first delivery in the US, I was given one swaddle and I took whatever supplies was left over in the hospital room. Because in America, it's basically normalized to grab the leftover baby supplies since we're already paying so much for the hospital stay. But nobody tells you to take them. So you're packing your bag, feeling like you're being sneaky or stealing, even though the items are technically meant for you. But here in Thailand, the hospital staff actually gathered everything together and presented it to us like gifts.
Pace yourselves! We've got a full day of presents!
The fact that they made us feel so celebrated and cared for right before we left was so special.
Today, I'm going to show you what VA-funded healthcare looks like here in Thailand. Same benefits, but entirely different experience. Like we say here, same, but different. This is the only clinic in all of Asia built specifically for American veterans. It's not just basic care, it's holistic care blended with Western medicine. A full rehab, wellness, and healing center for us. Primary care, psychology, acupuncture, medical massage, chiropractic care, physical therapy, and more, plus community and activities for veterans right here in Thailand. You're greeted, you're seen, you're not just another number.
Hey, welcome aboard.
Less stress, more recovery, and you're treated like someone who served. This is Heroes Total Wellness, a clinic operating through the Foreign Medical Program of the VA for service-connected veterans in Pattaya. Nothing out of pocket. And hey, if the VA is not going to give you the health care that you deserve, maybe you need to come to Thailand and give it to yourself.
Now that's a bright idea.
Last time I got dental work done, it was in Thailand, and you have got to see these prices. First off, look at these reviews and their Instagram. Okay, this place was nice. Have you ever seen a dentist office with prices posted on the website like this? Like, how refreshing is that? Prices are in Thai baht, and they give you 10% off if you pay in cash. Checkups start at $8. Cleanings are $43. Fillings, 1 for $43 or up to 4 for $129. I got 2 for $35 each. In-office whitening is $287. Crowns anywhere from $400 to $600. Root canals $280 to $460. Wisdom tooth removed will set you back $71. Braces start at $1,400, retainers at $140, and for just one x-ray, it's $8, and for a whole mouth of x-rays, it is $34. So next time you need some dental work done, put what you would have paid in the US towards an amazing vacation in Thailand and just get it done there.
You smart. You very smart.
Full disclosure, I was never in the military. My father was in the military, career military, retired military. And by the way, for those of you watching who did serve in the military, thank you very much for your service. It is greatly appreciated. I have heard from other military veterans from America here about this place. It is actually not too far from where I live, and they rave about it. They really take good care of them. Matter of fact, I tried to walk in there once to get a cut I had cleaned. And absolutely, if you do not have paperwork, military paperwork, they won't see anybody except veterans there. They take them on outings, yoga outings to different places and things like that. But I hear great things about it. Again, I'm not being sponsored by them or paid by them or affiliated with them in any way, but I have heard from several people that are veterans that place is a pretty good place to check out if you are in Pattaya. Shout out to Slim.
Pharmacies in Thailand are different gravy. Everything you've ever heard of, you can get over the counter in the pharmacy just by Googling it and going, I need that to solve this.
Correct. Absolutely 100% factual.
Seriously, if you've got ADHD, you can get your stuff in the pharmacy. Wonderful. If you've got anxiety, you can get your stuff in the pharmacy. Wonderful. If your hand's hanging off because you've got a cut and it's oozing out infectious pus, you can get antibiotics at the pharmacy. Wonderful. Usually, pharmacists in Thailand speak very good English. So if you do actually need help diagnosing a genuine medical problem, before you go to the doctor, feel free to go and speak to the pharmacist. However, don't exploit the fact that you can buy things over the counter there that may require a prescription in the UK. Possessing prescription medicines without a prescription is still a crime here.
You better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Not really enforced, but is still a crime. And if you're walking around with a load of pills on you for ADHD, I'm pretty sure some people are going to have some questions. Same goes for the juice as well. Now here you can get it. I don't think you need it. No. Anyway, God bless.
I did a little research when I saw this about the steroids, and steroids are legal with prescription in Thailand. You cannot find them at every pharmacy you're going to come across walking down the street. I think there are a couple bigger ones. Pattaya, Bangkok might have, well, I know they have places that you can procure that if you're so inclined to do that, but you must have a doctor's prescription. You can't just walk in off the street and get them. So keep that in mind. But yes, they are legal with prescription in Thailand.
So my son needed to go to the hospital in Thailand, and not being from there, I was a little bit nervous. I wasn't sure how much it was going to cost. I wasn't sure what the facilities were going to look like. But oh my gosh, this hospital was like a hotel. The bill was about 5,000 baht, which we had to pay up front before he received treatment. They were so attentive, and honestly, this has been my best ER visit. The hospital even had concierge staff. No one wants to go to the hospital on vacation, but if you need to when you're in Thailand, don't fret.
Patong Hospital Experience and Cost. This past week, I spent about 36 hours in Patong Hospital, which is a public hospital located in Phuket, Thailand. I was visiting some farms around Phuket and my partner decided to tag along, but unfortunately on day 3 of our trip, he got really severe food poisoning.
I don't feel very good.
We started off in the emergency room, which I will be honest was not the best experience, but then because he had to stay overnight, we got transferred into the VIP area on the 5th floor. The VIP areas are just the private rooms at the hospital. From my understanding, they were just private rooms or rooms that had up to 30 people in them. I was really impressed with the private room. It was spacious, it was clean, there was Netflix on the TV, and there was a sofa bed that I could use so I could stay with him for his entire visit. He also had a private full bathroom. There was a small kitchenette area with a sink, hot water dispenser, and a table to have meals. The private room is 2,000 baht per night, and that also includes meals. His medications and intravenous supplies came to 11,566 baht, and his lab fees were 2,290 baht. His total bill, including service fees, was 22,213 baht, which I thought was really reasonable for the level of care that he received.
Worth it!
Overall, we were pretty happy with the staff and the experience in the private rooms at Patong Hospital. If you found this video helpful, make sure you follow me for more insights into life in Thailand.
For my hospital stay, I was in the hospital for 5 days, and I did choose the private room route. You get your own room. The beds are nicer. There's a love seat, couch, coffee table, chair, little kitchenette, big bathroom. Really nice and very reasonably priced. So if you can do it and have the means to do it, I would highly recommend getting the VIP room, because you will be put in a room with probably 10 across from 10 beds, separated by big curtains, and 10 more beds, and that kind of situation. But yeah, very good, pleasant experience in the private room in the hospital.
So I received a call last night that one of my good friends has been admitted to the hospital here in Bangkok. Luckily, it's not life-threatening. Thought I would show you guys what it looks like being admitted here in a private hospital here in Bangkok. And in my opinion, it's much better than being admitted in the States. Being admitted at the hospital in the States, in my opinion, looks like prison. But let me show you.
It's like I was in prison for 10 days.
This is how a standard room looks like. In my opinion, it doesn't look too bad. Ooh. You got an automatic Japanese toilet over here. A very spacious bathroom. If you need to do like a sit bath, you can take a shower. If you need help, you can call the attending nurses. Pretty spacious bathroom over here. You've got all your toiletries, toothbrush, shower cap, everything. To be honest, being admitted here feels more like a hotel than a hospital. But here they give you 2 cups, some tea, some spoon. You got a water heater. You got a refrigerator packed with water and electrolyte drinks. You have a microwave. And you have a nice closet with a safe in here. Again, I feel like I'm in a hotel room and not a hospital. You'll be sleeping over here, but you've got a pretty nice TV. If you're a guest that's gonna stay the night, then it's a pretty standard bed that they'll set up for you. Or you can sleep in a couch, up to you. And
Wow, very nice.
And this is the window outside. About 12 years ago, when my father was admitted to the hospital in Kaiser Permanente in California does not look as nice as the admittance room here at this hospital.
I am disgusted.
In my opinion, Bangkok, Thailand, medical tourism, above average, excellent service.
3 years ago, I had a stroke and a seizure in the same day. Came into the bathroom, my wife says, "You don't look good." I was just sick. And I remember handing her the keys. Next thing I remember, I woke up into the big private hospital in Hua Hin. They had told me I've had a stroke and a seizure at the same time. I had 2 CAT scans, MRI, X-ray, in a private room, doctor consultation, and I was settled within 4 hours. That stay, I ended up staying in there. It was 5 nights, 6 days. Could give myself the medication that they were giving me. And I think it cost me a total of $3,500.
So what are hospitals like in Thailand and healthcare in Thailand? There's kind of 2 options. So there's the public hospitals, which are the Thai hospitals, and then you've got the private international hospitals. If you have insurance, then there's a good chance you'll be able to use the private international hospitals, and they can be very, very nice. The one that I stayed in for 3 nights when me and my partner had dengue fever was like a 5-star hotel. We had our own private room. We both had a bed in there, and the room was huge, bigger than some condos in Bangkok. Honestly, it was so nice. But I've heard stories about the Thai hospitals being not so nice if you have to stay there. They're probably fine if you just need a quick visit or, you know, something small. But I've heard from friends that have been there that they're not so nice.
Hey, wait a minute, that's not true.
But they are much cheaper. So if you don't have insurance, those might be the ones that you would have to use. In the private international hospitals, unlike back home in NHS, you are seen straight away. I broke my toe once, and as soon as we got out of the car, they walked straight over in a wheelchair, walked me straight in to see a doctor. There was no waiting around, no sitting in A&E. which obviously is amazing. And I've always had insurance to make sure that I can use them as well. And the one I use is linked in my bio.
This is how I ended up in the hospital in Bangkok, Thailand. If you can't afford insurance and you have or think you have a medical illness, you need to stop and watch this video. This is the Bangkok hospital, one of the nicest and cleanest hospitals I have ever been to in my entire life. In Thailand, it doesn't matter if you're a foreigner. They treat you with pure love and respect. Now,
Those who want respect, give respect.
the reason I came here is because at the time of this video, I'm 28 years old, and honestly, I just wanted to get a checkup to make sure everything was okay with my body. Now, when you get there, they dress you up in these nice silk robes. As you can see, this 10 out of 10 Caucasian male in the mirror is ready to get tested. Little nip slip, never hurt nobody.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Real quick, I know most of you want to know what are the things that they test you for. When I say testing like this in America would literally be no less than $50,000. I don't know what kind of healthcare that y'all have, but majority of these things in America are not going to be covered by your insurance. So please save that conversation. You can read off all these things, pause the video, do whatever you want. Man, when I say they check your triglycerides, your blood, your liver, your lungs, your chest, your kidneys, every single one of your major organs. They look at everything, your hormones, testosterone. If you're a woman, they'll give you a pap smear. Doesn't matter. Honestly, if you're not in the medical field of some type of way, you're not even gonna know everything that they're testing you for, but that's still an amazing thing because you get to know exactly what's going on in your body. As you see here, this is me going for an x-ray. Honestly took like 20 seconds. This is them looking at my ankle movement. After that test, you go sit down in this nice area. They have a snack bar for you. Now, I wasn't able to record every single test that I did because honestly, guys, a lot of these are just back to back to back. They don't mess around here. You'll be able to get all these tests done in under 2 hours. After you get done with all of your testing, one of the head doctors will go over all of your test results. I was pleased to know that everything going in my body was completely normal. Praise be to Jesus Christ. And also, my bone density was higher than normal, so I guess that I am big boned. You made it to the end of the video. Now you want to know how much everything costs. The total cost to get every single thing tested in your body known to man in Bangkok, Thailand was about 33,000 Thai baht, which equals out to 1,000 US dollars. Money well spent. I have a peace of mind. God bless you. Have a good day.
This is the craziest thing. I have a hernia and I need to have surgery. I'm in Bangkok, Thailand. And let me tell you, at 1:30 p.m., I came to the hospital with no appointment. By 2:15, they confirmed it was a hernia and they scheduled me for surgery tonight at 7 p.m. Now I'm in this private room. They just asked me to go take a shower and then I'm gonna change into the hospital gown. The total estimated cost for this is 280,000 baht, which is about $8,600. And that is an estimate, but that's everything out the door, all the expenses for this surgery. They're doing the surgery the same day, not because it's an emergency, just because they said they could. They're just super efficient. But yeah, so I'm gonna go shower in my private room and get dressed and ready for my surgery. But so far, pretty crazy experience.
This is crazy. We are in Bangkok, Thailand, and my son is sick, so I took him to the doctor, and it cost $65 USD for us to see the doctor, for him to get all checked out, everything out the door. In the United States, with health insurance, if my son went to the doctor outside of his regular care appointments, it was always a minimum of $200.
It's unbelievable.
$200. But in Bangkok, Thailand, we went to the doctor. We have travel insurance, but we have to pay out of pocket and then we submit it to them. $65 out the door. $65. Insurance in the United States is a scam.
Well, that's true in a way.
Alright, so this is going to be a quick follow-up to the video that I did yesterday in regards to the private hospital room in Bangkok. I figured I'd make a follow-up video in regards to, let's say, how much everything costs. So for my friend's situation that is currently being admitted, he underwent surgery yesterday morning and is staying, overnight stay, being admitted in this hospital, in one of the top 3 hospitals here in Bangkok. For something like that, especially if you have travel insurance or health insurance, which is something I would recommend. Usually when you get annual health insurance, you would usually get through a Thai health insurance is what I would recommend. An annual cost really depends on your plan, but for a single person, for an annual cost with, I would say, above average coverage would cost you between $1,000 or $1,100 per year. So that's what my friend has, and he had his surgical operation. I won't get into detail with that, but without health insurance, that would cost around 255,000 Thai baht for that procedure, which also includes 3 days of hospital stay. So that's the equivalent of $8,200 for something like that. Now, I know back in the States, the cost is going to be much more with the co-pays and everything. I don't know how much the cost is right now because I've been living here in Bangkok, Thailand for the past 5 years. Overall, I think it's probably a safe way to say that the cost performance, the price performance here is definitely of much better value than, let's say, if you're going to get hospital visits plus co-pays and everything, whether it's in the United States or in Europe. But I know everybody's situation is very different and costs vary depending on situation. There you have it. Let me know what you guys think, if this is worth it or not.
I'm an American who just gave birth in Thailand. This is what the hospital is serving me for lunch. The hospital offers 3 different cuisines: Western, Thai, and Japanese. And as you can see, I chose the Western today. For my entree, we got white rice, vegetables, breaded chicken, and gravy. And for my side salad, it's filled with imitation corn, potatoes, lettuce, and some type of dressing. And we also got some fruit. Let's do a little taste test. It's actually very good. I feel like in the States, I would have to put some type of salt or pepper on this. I feel like it's fine without it. This is day 2 of me in the hospital. Everything is going smooth. I'm doing well, just recovering from my C-section. Baby girl is healthy and currently in the nursery. I'm actually really liking this meal. I would say I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. For Western style food in a Thai hospital, I think they did an amazing job.
That's delicious.
Stay tuned because I'll update you guys on my experience giving birth in Thailand and all the differences I've noticed compared to giving birth in the
I thought that was a pretty good look at the Thai healthcare system. I hope it dispelled some of the myths about Thailand. The hospitals, public versus private, is one much worse than the other. The pharmacy system here. How about what they give newborns and their mothers when they check out of the hospital? Let me know in the comments. What did you receive when you checked out of the hospital with your baby? Was it anything close to what she got? I'm curious to know. But we will take a look at some other things that go on in Thailand, the traffic in Thailand, the food in Thailand, and also just look at some funny things sometimes, just some funny TikToks about Thailand that people have posted. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. One will be coming soon. If you have the time, I have the time. And until next time.
We ain't down with killing, we down with chilling. Peace.
Peace.